Just in case you guys couldn't hear me on Twitch, like, at all, pretty much. All right, what I was trying to say was, you know, looking forward to actually playing this game. I didn't want to make my character look too generic or anything of the sort, but, you know, it is what it is. You gotta make him look a little villain, because we all know that we playing this game to be kind of evil, you know? You ain't playing this game to do nothing normal, but I was saying, you got the eyebrow slit, you got the scar. I feel like this looks dramatic. Most of the time when you see a character with like a scar and it's like on the side of the face, it's like just full showing effect, but it's kind of trash. You know, you want something slight. Looks like you were fighting some type of dragon with that type thing. I think we'll just go with like the one eyebrow scar, basically. What's with the complexion thing here? Damn, they went really in depth. I'm a little bit lighter under my cheeks, or above my cheeks, I guess you would say, than anything, but I don't have any freckles, so I'm gonna turn that off. What we got for the eye color? All right, you got your eyebrow shape. It's a bit too long, but I think that one's actually moderately close. I can't really. I think I might actually stick with this one. I think I might have found it. Wait, no. Okay. Maybe if I can make them a little thinner than that. There we go. Alright, we're going to deal with that for right now. I like this one. Eyebrow color. Bro, you got eyebrow colors on this one? Nah, I can't be walking around. You just look devious. Walking around with blonde eyebrows as a black man. You built different. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. Look more like Dennis Rodman in this case than you do somebody villain-wise. I ain't got nothing against Dennis Rodman, but let's be honest. I'm being honest here. Let's see. You got eye colors. Something interesting. Green usually says, you know, very lizard here. You got some type of monster inside you type of thing. I forgot to upload another video on TikTok. You said, Green says you kind of got like something monster related inside you to a degree. I want something. Where's the red at? It's kind of like brown. Hope I'm not going colorblind on you guys. I feel like I actually am a brother's colorblind, and sometimes I feel like it hits me just a little bit. Damn, you can't do no deep red. Nah, purple's pretty strong. That looks soft. Yeah, there we go. I feel like he could be a bit of a menace. What else are we doing with this? Okay, we're going with voices. You got voice 1.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
I am indeed a student.
What the fuck?
I'll be able to help you.
That don't sound like a guy's voice.
That's quite something. It was wonderful. I believe I'm a few cobwebs and some dust.
Sounds robotic.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
I'm surprised that they did all this customization and they only really gave you like 2 voices, like one for guy, one for woman.
That's quite something.
Or, you know, whatever you chose, basically.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
I'm gonna go with the lowest pitch.
Cobwebs and some dust. I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
I guess it's really going kind of like clone here, you know? Balanced gameplay challenge, demanding gameplay challenge. I wonder if you can turn that difficulty up. Unlike how I played God of War, I'm just going to play this one on normal mode. I decided to torture myself for some reason playing God of War on the hardest difficulty, and I'm not going to lie, that pissed me off so much. At this time, I think I'll actually just enjoy the game because I have no idea what I'm looking, you know, what I'm about to do to myself otherwise. You know, I got to go with my Twitch name, my TikTok name, the usual name. I would call myself that Scythe, but then you get where that's going. It's kind of odd. I guess I'll just kind of go, you know, witch or wizard. Now I gotta go wizard. And here we go, starting the character.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Should have darkened the skin tone just a little bit more. It's a little bit lighter than I expected, but it's whatever. Just gonna pop in like that, bro?
Eleazar! George! Glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess
Like
I
your
may have
mom's house.
miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave
Damn.
quite the fright to some theatergoers
What, you
in
thought the spoiler was gonna bother me, my guy?
It's been
I don't care about this story like
When I
that.
received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course.
Congrats on being the first, though.
Why don't we stick en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at
I
all.
just wanna, you know,
After you.
get ass stuff and then pull the typical thing. We all know what we're waiting for. Would you like some candy? Yeah, look at that! Oh, I'm sorry, she snuck up on me. Just for you guys know on Twitch, you know, I was talking about people trying to spoil the game. Right? That's what I'm saying. Kind of wonder why it took them this long to make like a game like this specifically. There's so many cool concepts for worlds in so many different movies we grew up watching and things. And it just needs some real funding. Stop throwing like the C team at it, you know, game development was. You could probably make a damn good game, you know? Avalanche. Okay. Definitely giving off the full Harry Potter vibes as far as the audios and sound, you know, goes so far. Definitely the exact soundtrack from the movies, you know, or it sounds exactly like it.
Before we left for Scotland. Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
If you guys are in here, don't forget to follow me, by the way.
Starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course.
Right, because I
as the
totally
other
am not just
years
a
have been
spy of
honing
some
their
kind.
magical skills for 4 years now. The headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
He basically called him a kiss ass a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
Have you seen this?
Goblin Rebellion.
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really
I thought it said
is.
Ragnarok. I'm like, oh
Although I
shit,
get
here we
convinced
go
by colleagues
again.
at the ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar. who
Eleazar,
alerted
that's how you
me to
pronounce
his
it.
activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume that
What's
she
crazy
had
is
to
the
get
fact that
really
these owls
quickly,
go through like regular portals
Keep
at
it
that.
safe.
presumably from Ranrock.
And you could just create a portal in the house and just throw the letter in.
Text this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I.
You got some chosen one activity going on here? Alright, Jamie. See you later.
Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait. We did.
Woo! This is not what you what you want to be going through mid-air. And then the thing that hits you is sentient. That guy's body. Oh my god. Caught me off guard. I was not expecting to smoke this early. Smart move, not just standing there.
The key!
They should have just let him grab the key. Fuck it. Damn. Okay. I'm liking the trend of games starting off a lot more unpredictable than they used to be. I swear, so many games you can just predict every single thing that happens in the storyline.
Are you alright? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this.
What's happening there?
It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
So it did look like I placed my my screen in the wrong area once again.
What happened?
Oh, George. I can't believe he...
Yeah, no, he bodied, bro.
What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
I don't think there was anything typical about that. Somebody definitely sent that after you.
Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key.
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
Maybe somebody was after it
I'd be better,
specifically.
sir, if you like to look around a bit.
Yeah, I'm totally not a robot with this voice, bro.
Stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
Decent movement so far. Doesn't seem like it'd be hella irritating because the character's too loose. Of course, we're only 3 seconds into the game, but you know, it is what it is.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins.
The port key was meant to lead us there. I do. This is
Well, time to explore.
Either of us expected.
He's been through way too many situations too, if he's just accepting this.
And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
I'm all with it.
Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
Or you may be, if you're perfectly calm with this. Not a single bit of freak out is like, dang, well, that guy died. Just like his wife. Let's go explore.
Where do you suppose your wife got the port key that brought us here?
My man's ready with the
Miriam spent
wand out and
years
everything.
searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time.
By the way, how's the Twitch audio? Can you guys
Hogwarts
hear me
was
correctly?
built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the port key, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
Bro, I would be way too afraid of heights to be walking that close to anything.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world.
That's a quick way
Spoke of the
to
good it
disappear.
could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Which unfortunately tends to be bad people at least a good 40% of the time.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment.
Alright, I gotta blow it away. What I gotta do?
This path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
I wonder if it's gonna be the... Okay, I was just about to say. If it's gonna actually be the R2 button. Okay, cool. It's kind of reminded me of most games have seemingly built in Unreal Engine, you know, the God of War type so far. I'm cool with it as long as they all stay, you know, slightly independent. They don't get like too copy and paste. Use your camera to select an active target. Some players prefer to select targets and move the avatar with the same stick by disabling camera relative targeting in settings. I feel like I'll have to test that out. For me to select a target just by kind of going like that and looking at something. Personally, I prefer to kind of use my camera to look at, like, whoever I'm looking at, you're pretty sure you're obvious who I'm aiming at. What the fuck? Oh.
Ah, up there.
Didn't mean to do that. There's that trigger finger. Anytime you're using a PS5 controller, I swear you can set that shit down. Your finger on it for a second.
Now, it's just ahead.
Oh shit, they got the roll in this game too? Alright, I know the combat gonna be crazy. Anytime you got a roll, just know you in some shit.
Steady yourself. Reparo. Almost there.
Any day now. Just getting this quick video out.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
The minimap shows your surrounding with a arrow in the middle. This is your current objective. Press and hold up to toggle quest objective details. Okay, makes sense. 1 second, let me just post this. Sometimes posting on TikTok is a little bit of tedious as well, but it is what it is. Gotta post right around the time that I'm actually streaming. Makes the stream a little bit better. Okay. And where the fuck? Okay. And there we go. Post it. Thank you for being patient.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Damn, she's fine.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Is there some way to actually get past this door? How does that work? And we got vase breaking. National pastime for anybody playing a game. Oh, even behind the back? Can I aim? I feel like it's still not letting me do all the controls, so I'm gonna have to probably wait a little bit, but I'm sure there's more to it than that. Professor Fig, I have traveled via portkey remote. Yeah, I know that. Can I go around?
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
Thought it said his homie for a second. So somebody's home just went up in wrecks, and they had like some crazy ass mansion estate over here by, I would say, the docks, but keeps showing that I have something else where I can go past that. I got a full-on jump. Oh, there we go. Camera angle on this is a little weird. Guess it's gonna take some getting used to. That did give me plenty of vases to practice with.
Crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking?
Whatever it is, it's got to be important because it was the logo for the game.
Professor Fig.
What the hell is? Thought that was coming out of my controller. It's creepy as hell.
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
Then how is there a room behind it?
What room?
He doesn't see anything? Oh.
There's that glow again. Like the glow on the portkey container.
My question is, why can you see it? So we just gonna stand there staring at it, bro? Touch it.
What in Merlin's name?
What just happened? Wake the goblin? Oh,
Where are we?
not in
I
Kansas.
don't believe it.
Wait, 1 second. It's bothering the hell out of me. No, what did I just... Okay, I thought I did something wrong. Wait, hold on. Let me switch my camera view just one more time back to what it was earlier. That was much better. It's kind of bothering me right now. Just 1 second. Oh, shit. What am I doing? Forgot I could actually switch a lot easier than that. Move it back up here. Slightly weird to my eyes, but I need to actually be able to see what's on the bottom right there.
Hello?
Did I travel back in time? Nails, boy. Fuck.
Just a moment. Ooh.
I thought it was going to be like some type of villain goblin related. I'm like, yo, you about to have me fight a boss this early? No fucks given.
12, I presume.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Mm-hmm. Good on him going with it.
The key. The wax portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
This way, then.
Stay close.
Please don't tell me we gotta get into that.
After you.
It's like a metal death trap. I'm like, I don't care what type of world we're in.
Inside the car, if you don't wish to lose them.
Right.
How many volts are there?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances
kinda cool.
to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service.
Is this private or is this basic?
Want to take a breath?
Well,
Oh, what?
I guess if it's not the same place everywhere else is.
That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure. Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you? Heard of it?
These are
You really would lose an arm in this. This bother me.
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in, with quite a distance to go.
In other words, they probably got at least a 5 or 10 minute ride. Oh, bro, I am not standing up on that thing in the slightest.
Vault number
12.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
on your way.
glowing. Like the glow you saw on the porky container.
It's a red flag.
I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
So basically, he's just getting a chance to do his job while sleeping, watching YouTube, everything else. A bottle of Jergens next to him, maybe.
Here we are.
To keep his hands moisturized, not for anything weird. Goblin gets scaly, bro. You seen him
When
now.
was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12. Yet until today. Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the Hogwarts key and then...
Don't tell them anything, in other words. Bro, don't lock me in here, but damn, it's a lot of locks. Best of luck now we have to fight,
That was
guaranteed.
certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something.
20
here.
bucks says that this student that I am is actually not the age of a student by itself. This is probably his lock from a few hundred years ago or
revealing
something.
charm.
Maybe a memory loss plot or something.
Let's see what we're missing, shall we?
Like, it's always one of the coolest situations. Steady your wand with the left stick and guide it along the symbols and path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path. Whoops. Yo, why's it chasing me? I'm like, what? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. This bothered me. Anxiety. Illuminati? That was not what I was expecting.
Revelio. There, I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
Oh shit, I forgot to record this actually on here. Okay, so we're gonna try to cast this a second time. Let's get this going. How do I... There we go.
Door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the port key container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault.
Got into the storyline like immediately. No time wasted. Shit, I thought we were gonna at least go through like a small introduction at the school or something first.
This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
Or a trap.
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
I think I will stick with my screen at the top right like this. It's not bad.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
Something glowing in the dark is not necessarily a good thing. I will say that ahead of time. You saw how that glows on that dragon. Fuck, that was me. Scared the hell out of myself.
What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
What is that? Is that a person?
Yes, sir. I'm fine.
Is that me?
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
Damn, I can't shoot at it. Wait, what?
There must be something to that reflection you're seeing.
What did I just do? So it's making me figure out the puzzle, basically.
Revelio, perhaps.
I don't know why I did that.
Revelio,
Didn't click on it. That didn't click to me.
This is what you saw reflected in the floor.
Glad he said something.
The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait.
Turn the statue to match the position, maybe?
The reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Okay, let's try this again. Oh! It's Liviosa. You acquired the wand lighting charm. Lumos, which is automatically slotted to your spell set. Okay, so you can equip just different spells in general. I mean, it makes sense. Hold R2 and tap triangle to cast.
Well done.
Okay.
Now the reflection's turning towards me. It does follow the light.
If I turn it the correct way. Oh, well, that was easy. They don't look like nice people. Did I fuck up? Okay, no, I guess not. Woo, boy, that would have been you. Damn, Fig. All right, I see you. Okay, alrighty. Behind the back on him. All right, let's see what the combat in this game is really like. Oh, yo, I was not expecting him to move that fast. Oh my God. Oh, fuck, that was fast. How the fuck do I roll again? Feel like I was really playing God of War. That's right, catch a little bit ahead of time. Oh, I am fucking with this game. I did not expect it to be like this. Woo! My boy got finesse. Oh, fuck. I'm about to get finessed if I don't stop fucking around. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. That was fun. I messed with this battle seat. Wait, what's going on? Why isn't it done? Oh, shit. All right. Fuck. I messed with this battle sequence. That was fun. And lights out. I was not expecting that.
Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good.
Now I remember why I didn't put my screen right here at the top right. I forgot I've got your messages coming down at that. I'm gonna have to move the messages to the left.
Where am I supposed to go?
I'm sitting there thinking it was gonna be something by itself. No, that's not it.
The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
Alright.
That's where they're leading me. That glowing.
Man, if they weren't wizards, they'd be so screwed. But then again, I guess you wouldn't have made it this far in the first place. Do I do something? What the fuck do I do right here? Oh God, we got another one. Am I gonna have to fight these by myself this time? It makes sense, I guess.
Lumos.
I'm not trying to. Fuck.
Revelio.
So I gotta get my spells right.
Lumos.
Alright. Yep, I already know y'all about to attack me. Just bring it on. Why not?
I need to align these statues with their reflections.
That's what I did, wasn't it? Okay. Had to back up some.
No choice. You're gonna have to fight your way out of here.
Yeah, even he realizes what's about to happen. Because I'm like, they're definitely going to try to fight you. Fuck it. Bring it. Oh, fuck. God damn it. I was still fast. Fuck, I forgot how to... Okay. There we go. Still gotta get used to the commands on this. I'm sitting there pressing the wrong buttons. Tap R to destroy. Yeah, I don't know why you even told me that. I get it. Not used to triangle being an action button currently. It's a little weird. I'm trying to think, should I have put this on hard mode, you know? Hold triangle doing Protego to stun enemies with a Stupefy counterattack. Stunned enemies take extra damage, indicated by gold numbers. I'll see how hard this game gets without it. Really want to make sure that I'm going through this combat correctly. I'm glad my guy got spidey senses, because I'm pretty sure every time I was about to get attacked. Yeah, let's not be in between all of y'all. Woo! I wonder if there's some type of prize for, you know, or some type of counterattack if you're like dodging specifically. Oh, they want me to do it. Alright, I get it. You can stupefy another enemy? Was not oh, fuck. Come on, which one y'all gonna attack me? My guy is out here by himself. I don't know shit about him. Bro, I held triangle. What just happened? Is there like some type of... I'm like, yo, is this not working? What's going on? And maybe it was good idea keeping this on normal. I could see this irritating the hell out of me if it was on hard mode.
Lumos.
Not to say I'm not up for the challenge, but I don't want every game I'm playing to be that. Good. I got something other than just, you know, walking. What is this? Looks like I'm in a memory of some kind, or maybe underwater. Obviously I'm not underwater, just, you know, the look.
There you are. How did you...
Took me to a different place.
What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this.
But at the same time, it's kind of sketchy when somebody disappears like that, too, you know? Hope they're not going to hit me with the he's evil vibe.
That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder. Follow my lead.
In the water? I don't know. That's a lot of trust. Who is this?
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what
Okay, well, it wasn't his place then.
Enough personal. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes.
And not trust you with your scrolls.
The witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge. And the responsibility that accompanies it.
Basically been telling you.
We've done all that we can.
Whoa! Oh, okay. Whoa! Thought that was about to get way too real. I'm like thinking he was supposed to use some type of, you know, type of thing going on there.
Yes, sir. Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were all rather different than it did a moment ago. Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in there.
Oh my God, you gonna get yourself killed doing this, saying stuff like that.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me.
Let's kill him right
I
now.
was beginning
You already know
to
it's gonna
think
cause a problem for me,
no
boss.
visits, Rackhamsholt.
And why are you here?
No need for that.
Smart move on his
Just
point.
Give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
Yeah, I'd shut up if I was him.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist.
My guy getting bodied, it's over for him.
I grant access only to one with the key, and you be careful.
No, don't do it to him. Oh! That was so dark.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
Now I gotta end
I'm
him.
not giving
Disrespectful. That was a nice guy.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Damn, okay. Super mage over here. Maybe we can kill him. Okay, I take that back. At least not right now. I'd still be down to fight him though, I'm not gonna lie. Wow. Yeah, let's dip. Smart move on the two dudes that built this in the first place. Alright. My God, what are you doing? Why would you stand there staring at that? Maybe that was his wife's magic of some kind or something, I don't know.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my
It
magic.
seemed he put a hand up and was ready blocking everything.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
You guys still able to hear me on Twitch and TikTok and everything? Everything good? Sometimes I gotta check on these things. I gotta move my screen so I can even see what you're saying on Twitch. And we're back going to Hogwarts. Okay, that was a great way to open up the game. You know, I was expecting them to just do some calm shit, maybe take you into a little bit of trials, and then later on something else happening. Like I said, I've liked the fact that they've gone through this with the writing and made sure to do this correctly, you know? Kind of catch you off guard with a lot of stuff that's happening. Okay, cool, just had to make sure. Yeah, well, I'm finally at the school after doing what I was doing.
I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this lock.
Imagine the arguments with people's parents that they'd be having if they could just change their clothes at the wave of a wand. You're not wearing that out of my house. Change.
For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Smart move. Don't know who's involved. Though knowing him, he'll see the ancient magic anyway. Like, that's definitely quite a way to start everything.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black.
What?
Prepare yourself to meet.
I'm glad I saw him first to know exactly what he meant by that.
Fig.
Like that Trunks, hold your fire, this man is not black moment.
Is over. There were complications. Complications?
That was a Dragon Ball Z quote, by the way, TikTok. You don't gotta ban me for that.
Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig. And I'm rapidly
And he was talking about a person named Black.
Left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
This guy's a residential, well, y'all get what I want to say about that.
I'll be in touch.
There's always one or two of them way too bougie for his own good. Hey, look, some black kids. Kind of Harry Potter type.
We've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time.
Weasley?
Have a seat.
Does this take place, like, after Harry Potter or before? You know what? And never mind, don't tell me. That's probably part of a spoiler, too, at this point. What questions you got for me, boy?
Yes, a bit older than the others, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
That's right, you better meet him. Can't wait to start classes. Can't wait to explore. I'd say I'd be more the class type.
Meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
I was here for a reason, not to necessarily explore.
Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom.
Honestly, it sounds like I'm already kind of ready for most of the challenges outside. You just see him go through that trial.
I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Justice, evil, what we got going on here? I ain't got no loyalty to nobody, because I don't know anybody to be loyal to right now. Daring. I mean, I just fought a dragon, or got away from a dragon, but I wouldn't necessarily go that far. Curiosity and ambition is definitely... I want to go with curiosity or ambition. Which one are we going to go with here? I've been asking a lot of questions. Let's go with curiosity right now. See what they actually give me, because I heard you can switch your house later.
You're clever indeed. You have the ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps
That's right.
you belong in Ravenclaw.
That's facts. That's what I was saying before. That was exactly what I wanted in the first place. All right, good to see I got it, first try. Now I feel like I'm actually accepted. I'm part of the crew. It's what I really got put into. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. That was unfortunate.
Ravenclaw.
That's facts. Told everybody I knew that was going to be about Ravenclaw in the first place. Obviously, Slytherin is second, but you know. They basically said, yo, this is what you really would be, but we're not going to force you to stay in the house.
Injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Oh, that's trash. I was hoping to actually be able to play that in like maybe some type of DLC of the second one or something.
It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me.
Asshole.
You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do.
Sports be important, bro.
Tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Meaning get up and leave, I'm assuming.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
I feel like maybe he'll become a character everybody likes a little bit later.
Pleased to meet you.
Starting out kind of rough, but you know, with him.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
Alright, bet.
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I am, Professor.
This is the entrance to the Ravenclaw common room. You must solve a riddle to enter. I won't be of much help, I'm afraid. This sort of thing has always confounded me.
Who lived longer? The ghost or the poltergeist?
What does that even...
Ghost
what?
or a poltergeist? A non-being can never have been.
Okay. Right. Imagine he just actually never solved it in the first place. They're like, oh yeah, well you're going to have to sleep out here, bro. It's about a wrap for you and your academic studies. You're going to be sleeping on the steps, my guy.
Thank you,
Asking for a different question every week.
I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Feel like she gonna go too. Not sure how long she gonna be around for.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Alright, bet. Yeah, I was just about to say, please tell me I can sprint. That walking speed was way too slow, I mean. What?
Just have to wait for the right moment.
Must be different starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
You talking shit? I'm just gonna assume she's a nice person. She's just saying, just in general. I mean, of course it's different, but that was sounding kind of mean. Cool, they got a bunch of stuff you can interact with. What are they talking about over here?
Alright. Deep breath. Why, hello. Would you like to take a look?
As long as it ain't like Futurama's smelloscope.
Can't see too much in the day.
What a scope?
Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy?
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I'm afraid I'm not much for memorizing constellations. Enough to worry about on the ground.
Not really my thing.
You should know that all 5th years must take astronomy. However, I think you will feel differently after one night up on the tower. A quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there?
Be seeing you.
I don't care what I'm learning in that school. I'm probably not gonna be that hyped for classes that I'm like nothing like the smell of fresh parchment. That dude is psyched. What are you doing?
One moment.
Is that
Watch
girl
this.
that screams in?
What is this? Someone from Dunbar.
Okay, I guess not.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right. What did you hope would happen?
Everett Clapton.
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood.
That sounds like Eric Clapton.
Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters, and you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
You know, not gonna lie, I kind of almost feel like I want to switch houses just from the first couple people I've met.
I'm glad to be here. Ready for classes to start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did
This
you
guy.
say most professors are fun but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me.
Hopefully it doesn't trace it back to
You
me.
too, Everett.
Hoping to meet somebody actually in one of these situations that doesn't seem like a terrible person. Or, let me rephrase, a terrible person to hang out with. Anyway, you know, not that I'm one to judge or anything like that, but I don't feel like, you know, in real life I'd really be hanging out with the other guy. I'd be a little too hyped on school sometimes, though he might be a cool dude. And him, he just seems like he'd just get into a bunch of shit all day. Couldn't fuck with that either. Yeah, what y'all talking about? Y'all got something to say? Any interesting people? Okay, guess not. Water fountain. What's that say? Oh.
I'm not sure this is the right spot.
Just picking apples off the table, eating them. I guess it's whatever. Anywhere. Thought she was like drawn to something for a second. I'm like, you just want to eat
I want him to be in the perfect place.
her art?
A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones. I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
It's a
My
weird
own
ass thing
little
to say.
expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home, and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
She's giving me horse girl vibes.
Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, it seems to know a lot about practical magic.
I'd say you
Fig
know a
does
pretty
a great
decent
deal
amount about right now.
Different
Forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
Honestly, I was kind of expecting these people to be more like in the Gryffindor house, you know, more than anything. Kind of like the happy, which you'd say stereotypically nerdy type in Gryffindor. I was thinking more of a strategist, maybe even a vibe of, well, I guess it would make sense, like a Sokka Shikamaru type for Ravenclaw necessarily. We all know who would have been in Slytherin in multiple different shows. You know, it's a Bakugo, Zuko type of thing. Depends on what show you want to watch. Definitely Sasuke energy.
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology's in my roots.
That was a terrible joke. No, you gotta get the fuck out. Nice talking with you. That's
Nice to
over.
meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
Hey there, new Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley's looking for you just outside. You'd best not keep her waiting.
Alright, I guess. Let's up these steps first, though. There's a little bit more to explore than to just Go straight to the objective really fast, but I guess not. Doesn't look like there's really anybody to talk to.
Sharp was in a mood the other day. Not a single student got their sleeping draft right, and he banished the contents of every cauldron in the room with one cast.
Professor Anai has fascinating stories about growing up in Uganda. Wish she'd teach us how to do wondrous magic like they do at Wagadu.
The fact that they actually played this song, classy. Kinda. Magic playing piano and shit. Level 1 lock, which means okay, there's some stuff up here. You know, I was hoping to see something at some point that shows a bunch of other stuff. Fuck it, let's actually go back downstairs. Alright, there's not really much they're gonna let me do for a while until I hit past the first level or two. Is it downstairs? And there she is.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind.
I think it's how many years can you actually be here in the first place, because now I'm kind of confused.
OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Do I get some type of wizard book here?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year.
Alright, so personally, my navigation for everything I got going on here. Thank you for the rose. Sneaky butthole. Wild name, but...
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Is that thing moving in the background?
We'll answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
I don't exactly trust those right now, you know, after the way this game started.
This way.
I know there's somebody in there. Y'all ain't fooling me.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice
Steep
your
ass
magic
steps, damn.
and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Why don't you cast
Please tell me I'm not walking my way down there.
and see what details the field guide can provide.
So I get a feeling I'm going to be casting that quite often. Created in honor of Ravenclaw House resides in a lofty Ravenclaw tower. You've just unlocked the Field Guide Challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appears here. Field Guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or XP. Okay, so that'll be how I end up doing a full-scale level up. Alright. I get it. What am I doing? What's happening here? Hello? Okay, I guess they wanted me to press start that whole time. This is your wizarding XP level. See, again, this is with the screen and shit. Okay, I gotta try the left side. Maybe that'll be a little bit better for my screen. So far, it hasn't seemed like much has appeared. Hold on, let me actually switch my screen view or the camera. You gotta be careful what game you put the screen where. And on top of it, it lets me go way more to the side. Am I bleeding? Okay, thought I was bleeding for a second. Like, over on the right side of the screen, it doesn't let me go, like, all the way into the right side, and then, you know, you get the point. Plus, on top of that, I have the words when people talk to me on Twitch come down on the right side, so I think I'll stick with right here for right now. This is actually nice looking. I don't really mind this one. Got to change it per game though, you know. Your field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenge menu to continue. Collect it. God damn it. Overall progress. Collecting your first guide page. Unlock the new challenge category. New challenges you unlock throughout your adventure will appear here. Select field guide pages to continue. It's a lot to go through on this. I'm sure I'll remember this the more I do it. Each challenge has tiers. Special rewards unlock at each tier you complete, from appearances to critical upgrades. Rewards must be claimed from challenges menu. Come back often to collect rewards you have unlocked. I bet. I remember half of that. I don't remember the whole thing. I got the point though. Look around in the book to get your shit.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that.
And that's the only way that I can ever do anything, you know, XP wise.
No time to waste.
It's not bad actually. I like this a lot. One thing I was not expect. Oh shit! I didn't mean to, I wasn't trying to enter. I actually did not mean to do that just now. But what I was saying was the way the game started completely caught me off guard again. I'm noticing that a lot of games. What is this? What? Illuminati again? I'm noticing that a lot of these games are actually starting to write the story differently. You know, I feel like certain games started to kind of set a tone so that everything's happening storyline wise where it's a lot more unpredictable. Oh yeah, even from what I'm saying, I fuck with this game. Yeah, this is worth getting.
To get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Open map. Fast travel points? Damn it, at this point the only other thing I can put is my screen if I'm not blocking words. Put my screen from top left and put it down bottom left. Alright. Hogwarts is divided into two main areas. That's just weird that you didn't say that, but alright. The left side of the map is where students and professors live and includes the house common rooms in Great Hall. In this view, you can see the flue flames available in that region. Green flue flames represent flames you have discovered, including your own house common room. Gray flue flames reveal the location of undiscovered flames. Okay, so yeah, I get that. The right side of the map is where you'll find academic points of interest, including the astronomy tower, library, and greenhouses. And yeah, when you said the you'll thank me later type of thing, I'm like, bro, this sounds ominous. You good? What's happening? Type of who the fuck says that? Trying to select the fucking. You don't remember yourself saying that just now? Said you'll thank me later. Oh, okay, there we go. Just looking around, like, what the hell? Professor Weasley has unlocked the central of hall flue flames for you. Use right rotate to rotate the map and fast travel to the central hall with square. Yeah, it's definitely going to take a little bit of getting used to on this game. Thank you for the rose again, by the way. Ain't going to let me skate that backyard park or what? If it wasn't so personal, I actually would invite a lot of people through or whatever. Funny enough.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central.
We do want to do some extra stuff to that park too, though. You know, I'm trying to think of what I want to do to it this year.
It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today.
I bet.
I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
See, now I don't want to make myself evil fully, just from like the vibes from this, but I don't know, maybe. Assuming I can actually do that, I'll see how I feel. I'll just go with whatever I'm feeling at the moment. You know, if it comes to blowing an old lady outside of a fucking... Pause. Okay, that is not what I meant. I'm saying knocking her outside of a building. You know, y'all know what I mean. Shit, I'm not gonna keep saying that. Just act like y'all ain't hear nothing. We're actually in Maryland ourselves. I'd like you to get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies. Character look like black model Squidward. You know, it's funny, I said something about him being kind of like that earlier, but it's like, look, I couldn't do nothing else. Like, it wouldn't let me change the skin complexion to a degree, but I was like, this is the closest I could try to get to my face. As far as the eyebrows, and I was like, yo, you gotta have the slit, basically. And then as far as character goes, the other faces were like a little bit fatter, but at the same time, they still were a little bit too fat looking, basically. So I was like, I either look like a Hawaiian kid or I look like him. And obviously, I don't look like a Hawaiian kid, so I had to choose one.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
I kind of look like a Hawaiian kid, that's what you're saying? You're right, because that makes sense.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
You did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that.
That was not something that I expected, but I also wasn't expecting him to tell everybody about us getting attacked by a dragon, you know? I don't blame him for being very vague, though. Nope, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That didn't happen. Just attacked us.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
Smart girl.
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare...
Thought that said something else.
It seems.
Didn't think that said rare.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
Now you don't trust me at all?
I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
3 seconds flat, now I feel like she doesn't trust me in the slightest.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Spying on me?
Come find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation?
Yeah, damn right you did. You're not getting nothing out of me.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yeah, obviously. Yes, well, she don't believe you as far as she can throw you.
Brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now.
You don't know who else is involved. I wouldn't just... Yeah, I was about to say. I'm not telling anybody anything ahead of time.
A bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
You're a smart dude, Fig. You're a smart dude.
Now,
from what I'm seeing so far anyway.
I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Basically able to keep some information from her, because that's the only thing I'd imagine. I'm like, sound like she was spying on me through that map. Not really a fan of that one. This represents the main quest. Completing main quests will further the story and unlock new features and grant XP. Some quests are locked by spell and or level requirements. Smart move on their part. In these cases, you will need to be required level and or required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professor's assignments. It's a lot to remember, honestly, during this game. They really put their, you know, working on this. I get Leviosa from this one. I was waiting for that. I could get lost in the castle. I may need to use Charm Compass. And then you also got Charm Class. I'm assuming that says Accio. The field guide map shows his room in the classroom. The castle is enormous. Oh, yeah, same thing. I'm gonna go with this one first. Defense against the Dark Art class.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way. This will be
maybe a little light, you know,
now, sounds
path.
like you're quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your
Damn, I didn't save the last hour of
the
gameplay.
magic you are able to master within these walls.
So let me save the last hour just in case. That wouldn't be all of it, but you know, that'd still be worth some of it. Okay, so attend the classes. How do I get over there?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Is this her? Who's talking to me right now? Oh shit, that's the painting. Okay. Was not expecting that. Oh shit, I'm surprised they let me do that actually in here. Yeah, I wasn't... What? Okay. Alright, that wasn't unhinged or an unhinged thing to do and or say. I'm not judging you at all. I'm just slightly concerned is all. This is a large-ass castle. We want to talk about the developers went in on this, because where the hell am I walking? How is that even with this little guide here? I'm still confused. Fellow black man, what's up? Hiya, fellas. Hiya, fellas. Boy! If you know, you know. If you walk through here? Okay, so I'm getting closer. Damn, look at this view. School would be massive, though it kind of creeps me out how no matter how sunny it is, it's always foggy around like Hogwarts. Weird looking. Everything 1,000 years old or more, I wouldn't even really want to walk around there. They do have ghosts actually in Hogwarts, but you know what I mean, it'd still be creepy. What was I just talking? What was I just saying? You can't tell me that walking around here at night would not creep you the hell out. If I had to go use the bathroom and I encountered something like this, even if I know they're actually in the building, I'm like, well, I ain't gotta use the bathroom no more because I just pissed myself. Thank you, by the way. You know, I hope you guys can teach me ballroom dancing when you get the chance. I'm joking about that, by the way, not serious about the teaching me part or encountering them in any type of way. Because that is not what I want to do.
Off on another adventure, are we?
That I am. Painting lady. I don't know if that was what talked to me or what, but I think it might be the Professor Weasley keeping track of me through the book.
Is that what you've got?
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it.
Okay, so I'm very much assuming this is currently in the 2000s, most likely.
Single-handedly took out the largest poachering in eastern Wales and lived
okay,
to
maybe not.
about it.
I don't know how old she is. I know they can live over 100 years.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Bro, it's the simple shit.
A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned
See how useful that is
the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned.
Makes sense. You were able to just float anything, float yourself, float somebody else. I could see that being an extremely useful power, obviously, if used correctly. Honestly, how could you not use it correctly, you know? Steady your wand with... Oh, yeah, same thing. Magic feather.
Levioso.
I wonder if I got that wrong, would he have said it wrong? That would have been cool.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
She turned around hella quick. She still got them reflexes. Try this again. I'm sure this is about to be a little harder. Oh! Whoa, okay. Okay, Loomis allows you to see extra light in the dark. Where's Levioso? I imagine we've been right near it. Oh, that's cool as hell. I need that. Everything's locked. It takes a little too long to do that. They don't need to really do that every time, but I guess it's whatever. Am I missing something? Okay, that's what it is. Stupefy, basic cast, Rebelio. Okay, there we go.
See how the dummy deflected your cast?
I do.
This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Seems like, okay, so if I press the direction, whatever I do is gonna press. Yeah, there we go. Okay, no, I gotta hold R2 and then press it.
Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get used to that 1-2 because I know there's gonna be bosses and enemies in this game. I'm going to have to lift off the ground because of stuff like that.
We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
I bet.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want
this school is full of terrible people.
Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Yo, I can't get whooped by him, bro. I can't let it happen. Oh shit, I was already y'all saw me pressing buttons.
Protego.
Right, whooping your ass in the air.
Nothing lucky about it.
I bet. Fuck. Over here pressing the wrong goddamn buttons. Whoops.
Let's just say
no! Oh fuck, what did I do? Gotta be careful not to press that mid-battle. That would not have been good. Damn, I was hoping I'd do that without getting hit.
When your opponent's guard is down.
What you got? Come on.
Watch your opponent decide to attack or defend yourself.
Nope. What happens if I get like really close? Okay, I can't get any closer than that. Talking all that shit, boy! Proper Hogwarts welcome. Now I'm gonna show you a welcome for me being here. I was hoping it could actually take his whole health down, but it is what it is.
Bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Oh, pause, bro. Who says that to somebody? What? And my character gonna smile about it.
And you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hackett. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it.
Understandable.
A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
I hate to face Professor Hackett in a duel.
Yeah, no, she'd probably whoop my ass right now. She's got way too many spells.
Leviosa was her first years. Not anymore.
Okay, well. You thought of it way too simply. It seems like this dude's actually become a nice dude, friend.
That duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Nope, never used it a day in my life. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Knack for it. Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires...
He's like, yo, you didn't get that good that fast. Get out of here.
You might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
My guy's inviting me to Fight Club right now. Sounds suspicious.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for
I would have said that I would have did it, but I don't trust him specifically.
In the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you
because of people like you.
Most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna do it when you say so.
Dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library. You just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good.
So I'm totally not a robot with the voice I have.
Sure, I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned. We'll see if your performance today.
Bro, nah, bro. Come on. You can't tell me that these situations that he's saying are a little strange.
If you're interested. Till next time.
Weird ass stuff is he saying, bro. Stop sliding innuendos my way. I almost said day. That was what I said. Day. Eyeballs looking at me and shit.
What are you up to now?
Alright, so I guess for tonight I will complete this next one and then I'll make that the last of what I'm doing for this first gameplay. I'll be back on tomorrow as well. Might be back on twice tomorrow, honestly, because I'm really interested in playing and beating this game. But playing it for a while, I doubt I'll beat it anytime soon, the next week or two. Just in case, you know, if you guys are in here, you guys should follow me on all my socials, you know. That Slythe Kid, like you see on the screen right there. Especially my TikToks, you know. Where am I going? TikTok is That Slythe Kid as well as, you know, Indago Skateboards. Same thing with YouTube and Twitch and everything else.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Is that the... Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, is that a girl?
I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I
feel like this would be a fun thing to actually be a teacher for. Some type of magic like this.
Rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms?
No idea what you're talking about.
Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. Hmm.
Hey, look, man, I just got in here. I just got here.
By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
This dude's hard.
Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Nobody know anything about charms, my guy. You started over from the beginning.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom.
I guess I know who I'm prepared.
Now let's put
paired
those
with.
textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Oh yeah, her. Okay. What the hell is this? Okay, so same thing. I forgot I wasn't learning a spell on each one, wasn't I? Let's do this. Oh! I got a feeling there's gonna be like some stupid, complicated spells. I'm not calling them stupid, I'm just saying like stupidly complicated.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that.
Okay, I take it this is her specialty here.
The basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day. I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
All right. Hopefully we don't get attacked by something randomly, because, you know, with this game you never know so far.
With mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree.
That's facts. Ain't no reason to be bored when you learn something.
What better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Why does nobody remember anything about this? I would be using this on a daily basis, spell-wise, if I could. I am not forgetting this after somebody tells me that, especially with one word. He didn't even say anything. He moved his wand. You mean to tell me that if you could move stuff, just... Oh, Accio. Pull the target closer to the caster, hold R2 and press the assigned button to cast Accio.
You are summoning them toward you.
Oh, okay, I get it. As far as possible. So basically they're teaching you some type of accuracy. But I'm saying you can't tell me you wouldn't be using this on a regular basis. I could be sitting on a couch. Accio. Remote.
Show us how it's done.
It's a good practice, bro. Use it for all your lazy purposes and you good.
Very good. Happens to the rest of us.
I wasn't sure how long it would actually do that.
Splendid.
But I say, don't bullshit me.
That's it.
And if I had got that right, I would have had all 150. I was about to say what's happening.
Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition.
Oh, you trying to play me, bro?
Would you care to give our new student a bit
Oh
of a
shit, her.
challenge?
Alright.
Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir. Got you. Where is she? Okay.
Let us see.
Yo, she a whole AI, bro. Alright, it's my turn. Let me show you how to do it, you know? Or I could go the other method. Whoops, I ain't got it right. You should totally teach me how to do it. Maybe some after school practice, you know what I'm saying?
Excellent control there.
Here we go.
I meant for like a date, nothing weird, bro.
There we go. Nicely done.
Well, you know I got every single one. Just stop it by the yellow. This light work. Your whole computer program to do this. I do this for real. I love that they actually gave her an accent, so it's like people from all over the world. Uh-huh. All 50s all across the board.
Remarkable.
That's facts. As expected.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
What you got? Oh, all right. Gotta do it on timing.
Well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
I can see practicing like this would make it incredibly easy to be doing it in basic settings or moments where you need it. Second nature. If you're doing this through like some type of obstacle course like this, you know, you'd be able to do it in any situation in general. Okay, so fuck, how do I... Can't do it when they're almost there. Shit, I might have did too far. There we go. Alright. So it's not when they're exactly at the ends, but it has to be like, you know, just as they're about to get there. Or right when they're in the middle anyway. Close to the middle. Perfect timing with it. They gave it the Black Panther accent. I didn't want to say it before, but let's be honest, it's true. I love that accent, though. It's like the best thing to hear. No. Fuck. Yes! I was able to... Did I get on that 50? Okay, cool. Alright. Thought I was about to fuck that up. I wonder if I can get some type of trophy for this at this point.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
It's one of those light work situations. I'm sure everybody probably nailed that one, obviously. This game is so in-depth. I thought this would just be like just walking around with some spells, a decent story, you know, some decent fighting as it is. I wasn't expecting this to be literally like, you know, oh, yo, we could vie for Game of the Year candidate. Not saying it's necessarily going to win, but you know.
Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
The fact he was already using spells in the first place tells me that there's got to be a lot more to him by itself, you know?
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Okay, Ugandan accent.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I'm not going to be like, yo, the magic's weaker because they don't, you type of ignorant shit.
I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand.
Yeah, if you practice that on a regular basis, you know.
That I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
I can see that.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick.
I'd like to actually see that. Hopefully they got it in the game.
And then it just materialized before me.
this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Love that accent.
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
I respect it.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here.
Tell you what, should definitely be well versed learning from multiple different schools like that, you know? Different sides of the planet, different types of magic.
Until next time.
Of course, you can use
A word, if you would.
if you're so inclined.
Well,
My God, devious. Why are you gonna be using that on everybody?
you know it won't work on humans.
Oh, okay, so you're using the spell on their clothes and then they come with it. It's not, you know, might rip off somebody's clothes doing it. You gotta be careful.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't
End up on
exactly
Twitter
what I
real
was
fast.
expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor
Come on, cousin,
Weasley
me?
has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
I don't like the way he like stares at me while he says it. It's like, bro, you seem like a weird guy. I don't know why. It just seems off.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Okay, so I wasn't the only one that thought it was like, this dude's a little off. Just a little bit.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. I be using that shit in the house constantly. That's like the most useful spell that you could possibly have, honestly. Or one of the most between the Levioso. Alright, so they said, fuck it, you gotta be past level 1 to go over there.
Hello. How's your first day coming along?
I'd say it's going pretty
Hello,
good.
Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I didn't know she was in the... Oh yeah, I forgot she was in the class. So how'd I forget that fast?
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell
No
you
need
not
to brag
be
about
so
it when you got it.
humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid
Guess that's kind of the point there.
on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Alright, bet. Hey, oh, what you doing? Kinda look like Malfoy. Which way did I come down here? I think I came down from up there, so... Go down here and check around a little bit. This whole thing is confusing. Three-headed wolf. Or is this some type of coyote? I can't really tell. I'm not even going at this point.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu.
Okay, so it is her. Yeah, I can only imagine walking around this whole place constantly. So I tell you what, he'd have one nostalgic ass school environment, you know? Imagine leaving this school after being here for 4 to 6 years somewhere, and then all of a sudden you come back like 15 or 20 years later. The nostalgia would be running up, especially since you stayed there. Yo, you got a chest. My first chest of the game. Wait, what came out of it? Oh, okay. Whatever the fuck that is on the side. Fig! Okay, we didn't expect to see you in here. Let's look to see what I can actually do with this XP and with everything else. Available side quests can be found inside regions of Hogwarts marked as a, faded flag or a black flag. And discovered by exploring the world. These quests reward XP but do not advance the main story. As expected, pretty much. You got your quests. Cross wands, Weasley after class. Guess I'll go talk to her before I stop or anything. Okay, so this is where I claim rewards pretty much just in general. Okay, that's the next one. Can I put it on? Hey, even gives me the customization by the way I look. No, that's cool. I like the way this character's looking so far. I can't complain about this. Look like I'm over here named Tom Petty Rindlesworth III if I'm wearing half this shit here. I'm not sure how well y'all can actually see it on the screen. Might actually have to put that on, you know, start speaking different, start speaking real strange like, you know, 1920 shit. We are in the 20s though, so. Let's see what that cross wand situation is round one real fast, see if I can do some dueling. I want to try to explore this as much as possible before I actually, you know. I know with God of War, I really only did what was necessary, but with this one, I'd like to explore just a little bit from time to time. You know, some side quests.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from the fight.
Yeah, alright. But, you know, like to do things from time to time as it is. Can I just use this fast travel shit? Because this is...
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Yeah, it does. That is Weasley after class. Where's the other one? The bell tower wing, the astronomy wing. Confused as to what is where. I said my black flag was over there. At this rate, I'm about to just say, fuck that quest. It's over there, right? Okay, there we go. I can travel the ones I've been to. I can't really travel to the opposite ones, is what it is, really. I thought there was some type of cinematic or cutscene was about to come out of here. I'm like, oh, well, really? Deadass? Need to make sure every single place that I walk into, I touch the sides or whatever the fuck those little flue things are, because they are very useful. God damn it! I keep coming in here. What is even in here? It's a wild ass place to be studying, bro. Seems kind of creepy to me. Glad to have her move out your way. You don't just get stuck or nothing. Oh, fuck! Oh, shit, I scared myself. I tell you, man, that trigger finger is crazy. Because that's not creepy as hell. Wow. Racist. We're not racist, but kind of, yeah, actually. The whole riffraff, no pure bloodline shit.
Oh dear, I shall get in trouble for this.
In trouble for what?
Is everything alright?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation.
And it just flew away.
Now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way.
Oh, she won't.
I
She's gonna be
collect the
pissed.
books and remove the charm myself. Except this isn't the first
Okay, this
time
is like a
one
bit of
my
a side
charms has
quest, I'm
threatened a
assuming.
piece of the library. Our meet told Madam Scribner they were perhaps you could get them for me.
Yeah, but to say I get where this is going.
I
You ain't
suppose I
gotta.
could help, if I have the time.
About to say, I'm like, my God, I didn't need to be sitting around just listening to that the whole goddamn time. Fuck it, I'm just gonna go to the actual quest. I can't be sitting around doing that the whole time. At least not right now, anyway. See if I can fast travel to any of these. Well, I guess I'm already right next door anyway. How do I even get out there?
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books.
Okay, so I'm still going the wrong way, apparently. Library flue flame detected. Okay, so I guess that was worth it, because I'm sure I'll have to come to the library at some point. Bro, I am so confused as to where I'm even going when it comes to this. Okay, go back downstairs. This time I will just try to find a door. I gotta say, again, they've outdone themselves. I'm like, Hogwarts is fucking huge, though, because this is just ridiculous. Ha! I got that dark cap.
I'm not impressed in the least.
Bro, they need to teach everybody an extinguish spell, honestly, because I'm like, bro. Can't go through there? Oh, okay, yeah, I can. Because I'm like, bro, if a fire were to break out in that damn place, they need to make sure everybody can put that shit out. Where am I going? Is that a cat? Okay. I gotta go, boy. There we go. Finally.
What about the rune, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Who the fuck cut your hair, bruh?
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah.
I couldn't have somebody just appearing in and out of rooms like that near me. That would be very creepy. No privacy. Feel like you get a lot of awkward situations.
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hackett and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Why do you care so much?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Why would you do that?
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the...
I like how this man has just been attacked by a dragon. They just make it just a common thing. It's like, oh, we're so sorry that happened to you. Like, what type of fucking world?
You cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
I think I kind of get the point as to where that's going.
I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Nat Ioni. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I feel like Sebastian's gonna cause some shit.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Oni is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear.
I can guarantee you right now, Sebastian would have me in like some type of Fight Club situation in the middle of the city because I owe 10,000 gold.
To avoid him and his associates, including his
Because just for being with him.
Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment,
I'm gonna run into him.
Your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
We'll bet. Okay. How do I make sure that I can do what I need to do correctly? First off, what's that hat look like? Damn, it goes through this hella slow. Okay, so damn, glad I saved. I figured I was auto-saving the whole time, but I guess it's smart, you know, to actually do that. You know, you always save twice. It's an old RPG thing, you know. Save again on top of that. It doesn't ask you if you want to really overwrite that data, so you better make sure you're actually very careful what you're actually doing. But alright, I will be stopping there. You know, if you guys are in any of the streams and everything. My name on TikTok, along with Indago Skateboards, and Twitch, and YouTube is That Slythe Kid. You guys should check me out. Don't forget to follow and subscribe, of course. I'm going to be streaming every day, usually around 8 o'clock, 8 to 9 o'clock. It's always give or take about, 30 minutes or so, though, life stuff. And then in some rare cases, I might be on between, like 11 and now, 11 and 2 as well, if everything's too late. I'd just turn your notifications on if I were you. I'm going to try to get more of a time later on. Anyway, I gotta say that I have been pleasantly surprised with this game. This has been way better than I was expecting the game to be. I was already expecting it to be a pretty good game as it is, but I wasn't expecting it to be anything like this. Somebody told me, it was like, or Justin in this case, was like, so it had like God of War type gameplay, so you might actually like it, as far as like the way the game is built. But I wasn't expecting the storyline to have some of these unpredictable elements either, even though I know I haven't gotten that far in it. But I am fucking with this pretty heavy. And they have gone in depth. It doesn't look like they just threw a bunch of random assets in Unreal and decided to say, alright, that's it. It looks like they actually worked in this game very hard for the past, 2 or 3 years, or give or take, and then did what they needed to do, made it really feel like Harry Potter, but there's so many elements. They don't just have you learn a spell all of a sudden you know it. You got to do the whole tracing thing. They've got a whole bunch of different spells and quests, side quests. You've got the regular story. It just jumped you right into it. Just everything about it's just been great so far. And I gotta say, I'm gonna be playing this game for at least a month or two, most likely. I feel like I'll probably end up beating it after about 3 or 4 weeks. It feels like, I heard it was like 50 hours of gameplay or something like that. So assuming that I'm playing 2 hours a night, it'll probably take me, or was it 25 hours? Whatever. It'll probably take me somewhere between like, 9 and 14 days to actually beat the shit. So if I'm playing Monday through Friday, it's about 2 or 3 weeks, But yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. If you're watching on TikTok, don't forget to follow me on Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to follow me on the other two. All three, That's Slythe Kid. And Indago Skateboards as well, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later. Take this awkward pause real fast. I always got to give you guys a few seconds because I know the lives lag, so if I end it too fast, it'll kind of fuck everything up. See me cut off mid-story or whatever. But, yeah, I will see you guys later.